of just the Cypher, just given that extra information and just given the right calls. And Destron, you know, is experienced with the Omen. He's going to be very comfortable. And again, save.
Fnatic get to play the two maps where they can just keep everything the same. Kind of nice for them. Don't reveal too much.
That is not Sky.
Yeah, and also Durka, not the best map on Lotus, but he's back on the Jet.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello,
I think
Teats, how we
that
doing,
he was being shut down time and time. I think that the way that both teams were contesting both ends of the maps was actually very nice to watch. That there was a lot of depth to it, and maybe that's one of the reasons why Durka didn't have such a nice start. But hey, is Durka, is Jet, we need to see some nice flashy kills.
I can't wait. We had OT on map 1. I wouldn't be so sad to have OT on map 2 as well. So let's send this back into game with Mitch and Tom and see if it does indeed happen.
Thank you so much, Yinsu, and our lovely analyst.
Did you watch Lotus? Yeah. You should watch Lotus. You definitely watch Lotus if you have time.
From Vitality on map 1, going to be enough now that they're on home turf.
Wait and see. I'll be honest. I do think going into a map like an Ascent, it was a decent map last year, but of all the maps, I feel like it was where teams had
right, straight into this one. Fnatic on defense, Vitality on attack. We have a late knife going in, and I mean, like it's gonna hit. Leo gets his recon off just before. Good luck, man. Good luck, Leo. Does have the Sheriff.
Coming in already, but he's got to try and do the heavy lifting himself, and is left completely blind.
Okay, double push behind on this one. We're not going to be able to check out cams, so they don't really know about it. So they insta-clear the site 3-on-3, and they know they're all on site.
More importantly, to allow for this retake to begin.
Yeah, he got tagged up a little bit.
What's the Uto diff? One KO flash they just sent it.
Teammates now to try and back him up. Chronicle and Alpha. Well,
no one has any
against the
Uto.
wall. These are two reliable players to pull you out of that bad situation.
Boaster gets his smoke.
Not necessarily
right
against
sight.
Fnatic just yet. That spike still has not been planted, and they are taking their time. It's not like they're going to go to a
Kicks
different
his recon. And now we're back to no util again. Alpha has his drone come up. Turret, sorry.
That's eventually come through. Now the time starts to tick away, and someone's got to be the first to take this fight, take the big risk. Fnatic, though, need to decide exactly how they want to divvy up this play.
They're waiting for a Boaster smoke.
To be worried about anybody coming behind, so I have
Comes
to
up
assume
now.
they know all three players are on that site right now. Otherwise, you'd expect at least them to check main, a turret to watch behind. And well,
the pistol
way,
gods.
It doesn't quite matter where they think they're coming from.
They are pistol gods.
Kicks and the flicks, nice shot.
Yeah, the thing I wanted to bring up
3
about this sort of the way
in terms of pistols.
Because obviously we're seeing Vitality switch roles quite a bit. Huge fan of safe playing the KO. I think it gives him a little bit more space to be a bit more aggressive and show off that flair that we know he has. It's the one sort of initiator that I really feel like you can play as a quasi-duelist and take space for the team alongside Runner. Runner being back on the jet.
When they're the opposite in the old roster, yeah. I mean they were. I think they actually had one of the worst pistol records last year.
Look at throughout this is how he's going to put those in
Pretty confident you're right with that.
A little bit more awkward. So I think that this is almost exactly where I'd like things to be.
Knife goes in over towards A main.
So it could have gone either way.
Little flash swing setup to set up the classic. Gotta do something. He can swing with this as well.
Doing the best in the pistol rounds. 0-3. Not been able to get anything over the line in those. Vitality have clearly put the work in, but the problem they've had is normally Fnatic managed to get a cheeky response in a round they shouldn't. Otherwise, that first map very easily could have gone in their direction. Kicks is going to be looking for info to make sure they avoid a stack on this A site. Which they might not do, because there are quite a few players there.
And with the info at middle, they decided to go back and they maybe missed their perfect setup that they had. Still 4 people here, that's unlucky. Flash goes in, and yeah, the whole plan was to flash fast flood, but the duel over towards middle, everyone got out of position a little bit. Still a good amount of still a good amount of damage. Runner 2 HP.
Got 2. Like he's just gone back into the site almost alone. Manages 2 kills. Now they've cleared out center.
25 as well.
This is the problem
43.
they had in the last map,
I mean,
was just unable to play against rounds where they should
if
be
they can
winning
take
them
down safe.
Chronicle also setting up. He has a flash and a fragment to play with. They've got a dart as well to try and reveal these players. They're being forced forward.
Well,
and this was almost a full eco.
they had one ghost, a bit of util in terms of flashes.
Their face is very much covered. Late lurk on mid, Cam to watch the walkout. you play up through short. That's enough disruption to probably win the round.
Like, look at Durka there. They had the majority of players fighting in mid, as you said. Durka basically goes into the site on his own and gets 2 kills with a classic.
With a classic. And
he's just giggling to himself.
Yeah,
of course he is.
it was a
he
little bit
uses
criminal.
the dash at the start, doesn't get any options, dashes back. Now he's just a dude with a classic. He's not even jet
Durka
anymore,
gets
and he
the
still
op
just walks
out.
and grabs
We
the
have a
double.
hero gun.
That's just Durka things. And considering the fact that last
Who's taking the hit?
was tough, he finished, he did
This
finish bottom
Destrian
of the
standing.
server.
He drops the hero gun over towards runner.
This is confidence if ever I've seen it.
Again,
And I
he
like
is
that. An
the
immediate
he is
bounce
the
back.
team
We talked
player.
about
We'll give
how,
him that.
most teams, when you've got a duelist that's not showing up like that, especially someone like Durka who's been so consistent. Nice shock dart. You're
Proc
gonna end
breaks
up in a pretty
the
bad
trip.
spot where
We break
your team
the
just gets demolished most
Killjoy
of the time. That's what we've
over
seen
towards middle. We
from teams
break
time and time
both of the
again.
bits of
The one thing they
Killjoy.
have on Fnatic is the ability to
tilts
fall
great
back
pressure.
on not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 players.
And
There's
this line of
always someone
sight
else
has
who
been
can pick up
broken,
that
so they
flag
need to
and run it
expect
back
someone
to
over
home base.
towards spawn, because this is a question mark.
Luckily, the team that Vitality have been building.
They can't
over the
fully
last few
clear it,
months
so
also fit that bill.
Leo should be aware that someone might be in this area.
Kick's probably a little bit frustrated with that drone. Again, Chronicle's timing, it's always perfect. It always seems to be. Now, the investment here from Vitality is a hero rifle. A little bit of extra cash because 2 players didn't buy. He's got the light shields. Going to try and do some damage here. Counter paranoia as the fragment, and Sender takes the bullet. The runner
That's
is the one
so
to go
funny.
in, and his teammate
Man, poor dude.
falls instead. The rifle has also been dropped to the
poor
deck as
dude.
well. Safe going to try and retrieve it, and will do
Yeah,
just
and
that.
Safe is on an island now, on his own, with the spike. Picks up the hero gun at least, but
the spike was on the short push. They even know that there's players coming in from A main as well, and they don't have anything to play with. Chronicle looking to ace it, but Leo will steal that one away.
Very nice.
Replay of Chronicle's kills there, because I'm pretty sure on the 4th one, he also hit a shot through the wall. I mean, the guy is playing, just like the round and the Luthia, flawless. Every single one of his shots found its mark. I want to see this in the replay, because that's just insanely unlucky that he follows the jet. That's a headshot. That's not.
What were you saying?
It was actually Leo, I think, that got a headshot through a wall. not on kicks, but actually on one of the other players. You see how he just shoots him once and he dies?
Ooh,
I thought it was
okay.
him first. I saw the head flick up.
Insta or
Either way,
retake?
4
Retake.
kills isn't bad for Chronicle. He's on his way
Flash
towards
goes
his
in
ultimate.
short, and
Most
yeah, they get
importantly,
pushed off of middle. I
they've
didn't
claimed a very
clearly see
valuable
what you
upset
tilt.
early on.
Maybe it's
Vitality
numbers
won
or
the
something,
pistol,
but
and
maybe it's the
they've been
knife
put
flying in
2-1
the air.
down.
Maybe it's the fact that the recon didn't go towards middle. Not entirely sure, but they decide to fall back. We push over towards B main with this.
That was definitely the lowest of the buys. Durka still going hunting, but look at the split. This is actually fantastic from Vitality. A pacey move, completely
nice.
caught off guard.
It's all up to
And
Alpha.
now Alpha is completely isolated. Shouldn't really be
Oh,
able
that
to
was
get
nice.
anything done
I like
from
the
here.
I like the
Love
timing on the
switch
Omen
up
flash
pace from
recon. They had good
Vitality.
reactions over towards
Both is looking
mid,
to
or I think.
Try and find the timing here. Actually, one player reloading there. There is an opportunity. He could
Oh.
have got that banner. He's hit the
Oh.
deck as well. A chance for him to take this one over the line. 64 HP. Chronicle down. Save.
I can't believe he got
Kicks
that
can't even
extra
really
dink.
peek from this angle because he is so desperately low on HP. It'd be too much of a risk to get that spike plant without
It's a
it.
great
Sometimes also
reposition from Kicks.
has a rough read. This is such a ratty position to be in. He's expecting them to go looking for him because of the risk for safe. Without that plant yet coming in, the flash over the top, it is going to catch Boaster completely blind. And it kind of gives away that Kicks has to be around this corner somewhere. The pop flash clearly used to get him back in. Is Boaster going to think about that close corner? He does not. And because
Yeah,
of
he
that,
was so
Kicks will be
confident he was
there
still on the
to
right.
close out the round. A nice attempt from the Brit, but not this time.
Yeah, he took the option to try and let them.
Yeah,
beat
I mean, he
themselves.
made it.
Someone to
He
step
made
out
it
wide,
doable
make
for
a
himself
noise,
here.
Make a mistake. It didn't happen. And at some point, he did have to move because Kicks could easily have wrapped all the way back around.
Oh yeah, because he got
Interesting.
tagged by the. That
Change
was
of
nice.
pace from the side
Tagged
of
by the
Vitality.
drone, Omen
It's worked
flash.
wonders for them, and I think you see why. The second things slow down for a second, and you try to move towards the site.
They can go at this one.
This time it
Same
was
flash,
close.
different position for
Next time. Who knows?
for Durka in terms of signing on towards short.
Still going to go for that operator.
Let's start
Hasn't had
talking
the
about
most
money
success
because
so
it must
far.
be.
Bear in mind his kills are currently only with a
It's
flash,
only bad for
and not
3
in
and
the
1.
pistol round. Just
Kicks one away from his ult if they want to
no
get an
shields
orb.
this time either, so definitely getting a little bit low on the finances. Although saying that, the rest of the team have actually been able to buy comfortably and still have credits to buy for the next round. So I guess he's just decided to go with Because I feel like Chronicle could have dropped him. Well, we'll move on from that, but just decided, you know what, if you're buying that, it's at your own risk. Leaves him solo on the A site, which is where the majority of the Vitality players are building up. A short push as well from Sender, which is where all of the utility currently lies. And of course, we know that the way this is going to go is a quick dash in and a TP from Destrian. But he beats the bullet of that operator.
I don't know if he was expecting the KO flash, but it never came. Nice kill. A lot of this can be won from Sender. Does he expect the 4-person mid push? Not a chance. Who would?
Going to be 2, 3, or 4 players there. What a fool. No, of course, it's not exactly predictable. No smoke down for Boaster. He's caught in the middle of trying to throw it. Some utility now taken out of play. Leo is far enough away. He could pop a recon, but Hunter's Fury used up from down below. Must have heard a step, and he's having absolutely none of it. In comes Boaster. Nice shot. He has been on fire today so
and
far.
They put 2 ults into it.
Cocked and ready. It's gone in. Safe can't see a damn thing, but he has to fight inside the smoke. Oh, I think they went through in the wrong order, those pieces of utility. And Safe's still alive, dancing around the back of the site. He'll go down eventually, but he has bought just enough time for the side of Vitality, even eliminating Alpha with the spike. Very nicely played.
Yeah, that was good work from that. I think it was actually, correct me if I'm wrong, that was Boaster's smoke that he hides within on the spike.
He put the smoke and then the paranoia. The other way around, it goes completely differently.
Yeah, it just gave enough.
There is a few
Red Bull clutch for
few little mistakes coming in for sure from Fnatic.
That was the thing.
Especially on this one. The buy didn't make sense in terms of
but it did slow them down enough.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it could have been dropped an op and had some armor. The smoke on the spike, I guess he's in the one position that they don't want him to be in.
Relatively quickly. But then the further time bought by Vitality's utility.
So many people died though that this is the big swing round that we've been waiting for.
Yeah, pretty comfortably. Lockdown for Alpha, whether it's going to be used to clear out some space.
They might be able to buy into it because we're going to have jet knives. We'll see.
Really one that you can push forward that defensive side with. For Vitality, another shift in play, 3 through short, but leaving the spike there. We've seen this before. It didn't go too well. It was Chronicle defending that time. Now they've got Durka, a different beast indeed. He's up top, looking for an opportunity. Not going to be able to use his dash.
Full retake. Omen flash, recon, drone, Killjoy ult. Gotta probably work out a plan for this Killjoy ult. Safe has his nade. Do we have a lineup for this?
This is going to have to be a
Doesn't look like it.
It's
down really late, so they managed to get over towards short.
Around of Rosie running all the way back. The thing is, though, Durka is watching for this.
Got any extra util for this one?
Had the expectation. The players are going to be around this angle. The close corner just being sat on by the majority, and no real push able to come through. Utility to hold them back. Defusal already being begun. The fragment will go on, but they've already managed to get it.
Okay, lovely getting half on this one.
Mowed down as they attempt to try and get anything. Somebody has to get on it. The spam just not quite connecting.
That was nicely done. Shout out to Boaster getting half. Chronicle sticking the other half. And it felt like Vitality didn't really have a good plan for this. I felt like once they shut the door, then they were like, whoa, hold up.
Those steps being heard. You mentioned how early Sender
they have a Killjoy.
The fact that they had him close, that seemed to be the moment that Durka decided, I'm not moving from this corner. I am the short turret. And he found himself the kill.
Were you talking about the round?
Yeah, no, I knew it. I heard myself.
There was a KO nade. I was expecting some kind of lineup, to be honest.
I am the short turret. I would definitely add that.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, and that's a savage way to lose the big rounds that swings it over the way over towards Fnatic money-wise.
Yeah, I think I heard her laugh.
VCT and EMEA are going to be tweeting that out in a few minutes.
Right. Good.
If not the
Remember. Oh god, that's true.
It's a race against time, if anything.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Thanks a lot. Always rely on you. Well, you can always rely on Fnatic to put on a good show. And in this 7th round, their defensive side is going to be a nice slow approach on most of the map. On short, though, they want to get a little bit aggressive. The turret's pushed back to Durka. He's made his way to a similar position.
It's nice, though. Drone over towards here, and now we can split over. Oh.
Shift back.
No, they can split over towards A.
Slowly making his way to B.
They break the turret on B. That pulls a 3-person, well, I say 3-person rotation, pulls 1 rotate over towards here to make this one heavy stack. And I know they're eco, but they are choosing the right site. And Runner still has knives, so it might be a little bit doable.
Also, they don't have Chronicle.
Yeah, they have good timing here. They can kind of get over towards the site. They're going to send it through the smoke, though. Yeah, and that's the nice. And now, how deep do they try and go for this gun? K-Walk goes in. Runner's trying to jump classic.
Runner didn't stand a chance, didn't even see his opposition. Now bear in mind, the rest of the players have very little to play with. So any damage that can be done here for Vitality would be
Retakes looking clean on this. Just not the guns though for Vitality, to be fair.
Only really the Blade Storm that could have done anything. And what looked like for a moment was dangerous will be 3 men standing for Fnatic.
Well, I'm expecting to see a shift in how Fnatic are holding this A site. There's a couple times now we've seen them just walk straight into the site. And previously, in the round before, there was a lockdown for Alpha. So playing retake makes perfect sense. This time, there's some weaknesses there. So you don't want to play close and take those fights. But I have to assume, as we move into this round, there's going to be more contention for short. They're going to be holding on to that control. Instead of just finding info and reacting, they're going to want to be the first ones to make that move. Play their own game, so to speak, as many players like to say. Vitality?
I play my own game.
Vitality had something that I was interested in because I think Kix bought an Odin to start with, but he has decided to be a bit more sensible on the attack side.
Op back for Durka.
That said, you can spam.
Recon goes over towards B main, doesn't spawn anything. Knife over towards A, does hit 1, which prompts the Flash to take A main control.
And you've seen me win at least 2. So
Knife goes back, hits 1 in terms of the...
Well,
oh,
the execution onto
you have to wait for the smoke to come back for this.
The majority of rounds have ended up for Vitality. Flashes over the top, drone through, counter smoke to try and delay.
It's the one that goes heaven or under?
Straight through it, Runner leading the charge once again, but it's the same timing for Durka. He waits for that dash to go through, and then just peeks off the back of it. Happy to just play with that man advantage, and especially when you consider the ults available. There isn't a whole lot for Vitality right now. A single kill for safe could make all the difference.
Not even just
the retake's been incredible. Every single time they tried it. They had an ult once. They had better guns in the other though, so...
And a little bit more of a safe style.
Omen Flash here, Recon just came up, Recon goes out, Omen Flash goes in.
Durka though can't find anything. Nice cage. That's denied all information. But Boaster and Durka, they're firing up. That was a quick double from Boaster.
The retakes are too good at the moment. Can't just sit there on site, it feels like.
No chance for winning this
maybe
round.
If they had like an extra Omen smoke over towards door, but it just hadn't regened.
Down to the last couple of seconds. 5-3.
3 out of 3 retakes over towards A.
Fnatic, who are most certainly back in the game.
3 out of 3 pass rounds as well.
Exactly right for Vitality to take a pause. It's been 3 rounds in a row. Of course, we, again, with Ascent, normally have expectations of a strong defensive side from either team, so I don't think they're any way out of this map just yet, but not wanting to allow Fnatic to do exactly what they did on the last one and just sort of steamroll their way to a large victory in the first half, just put that extra pressure on, because that is the thing. Even though,
that's actually true. They did fail the one. That is very true. They failed the one in the 2v4 where they gave safe the smoke. Very, very true.
We have a point to prove. And I think that even in the last map, Vitality have already proven it. They are here to fight. They're here to battle with the best of the best. They've invested into this roster.
I'm not sure about the Cypher. I don't think so.
There's only 2 teams that go through here. Now, luckily,
I think it was more just to kind of get info if they're pushing. And to hide around for when the recon came in.
If anything, I think is the bigger win for any team.
Play him now. Play him in the double elimination. Hell yeah.
But the fact is, I still think that even going back up against Gentlemates is not an easy
Oh, is it the normal one-way that's on the top?
With at least existence, without data, he's dangerous.
He's good, yeah.
With data...
Okay, yeah, it is the normal one-way that's on the top. You gotta shout out Durka for smoking this though.
They lost the first one, 3-0'd the next one. Yeah. Sorry to bring that up.
I don't think you are, Tom.
Doing NA, yeah, for sure. Might even get a break to get some food. That'd be cool. What on earth am I eating today?
It is.
It can set up.
Much as I want to deny it. Well, Vitality have done well. 3 rounds on the board, but Fnatic started to wake up. They've picked up
cage to push middle. Well, that's actually...
The streak is on.
That's a nice
Ball
cage.
Is rolling for Vitality. Organization, no stranger to sitting down on that stage, but for some of these players, younger, untested, maybe the jitters get to them. You gotta hope not.
Tell you what, no one is near enough to hear this, so it does actually create a question mark over towards spawn a little bit, and that pulled Chronicle just to go double check. How much HP is that? 5.
So much damage done onto Safe.
Could do the ult. Could do the ult trick. Wait, no damage for him to tank though.
But this has been the problem. When Fnatic have got this early kill, their retakes have been
Yeah, it's a shame. If Kix was alive, maybe they could have shock darted him to insta-res, but
Vitality, and there just hasn't been one in a while. Chronicle going to be on that operator. The reason for that is that Dirk is about to make his presence known into this site. Already spotting out the camera. You can still see Sender wary of his behind. The Boaster just isn't stopping. He's taking over, doing everything on his own.
It's almost like we've been here before.
A runner on the other side has done his best. A couple of kills in response, but again,
the 4 out of 5 retakes. 4 out of 5 retakes over towards A. Dude, it's like half of the map doesn't exist.
But not good enough this time. 6 on the board, a 3-round lead. And again, looking back at how this started out, it seemed like such a great sign with Vitality taking that pistol. But Fnatic, they've been pulling no punches as time has rolled on. We're seeing there's a lot of work to be done.
Is that 4 A retakes in a row?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I almost feel like for Vitality, you got to be thinking we're getting into the A site for free. We're getting a plant down, and then they're doing very well in retakes. But surely one of them they have to win. And the fact is,
huge improvements in last year's Ascent. For sure. Winston, thank you very much. Boaster, yeah, Boaster getting a lot of important kills. Dude, everyone's fragging pretty heavy at the moment from Fnatic. That is... Yeah. And they just kind of punished the fact that Vitality haven't been reconning bottom and middle. We maybe... Oh boy.
Just around the corner, but he won't get it.
Dude, he like... Chad, did anyone catch his cam? He like fake punched the monitor. It's so funny.
When he gets that 3rd kill, that's when the old like Turkish
could be a good replay.
Comes back and he's like, I'm running.
He's back on jet.
I'm getting all the headshots. And now you almost have to think of your Vitality as like, well, at least the other rounds you were getting the spike down in an afterplant. I wonder if they almost go back because that was just brutal. And the thing is, they've given Fnatic the...
Get him! He's complaining about the Odin, you know? Yeah, even some of the best players in the world, Tom, they don't know how to deal with it.
That might be one of the best mimes of the Odin I've ever seen.
It is beautiful. It was beautiful. Maybe we'll see it again. Vitality, 3 on the board.
Durka, dash pop. Lovely flash. That, dude, they've been waiting to do this flash over towards middle for like 7 rounds. They finally get to do it.
So many players.
He didn't even take that much damage. I don't know why. In my head, he'd been dropped to at least like 60, 70 HP. Nope. He was probably shot once.
He picked the right corner to hide in. I'll tell you that.
Of the completely wall-bangable box.
Yep. They'll never see it coming, Tom. They'll never see it coming.
On the other side of things, Safe has taken a lot of damage. Run has taken a lot of damage. Oh, and by the way, they don't have many weapons, so it's looking pretty bleak. The other problem is Dirk is right back in the position where he's had an entry kill pretty much every single time. Both are going for a little bit of spam, but the main thing is whether or not...
Well, I feel like we've been here multiple times. But Safe, but Safe is late over towards middle. Omen TP gets stuck, but that's fine because Boaster's used his flash. We still have the Killjoy ult to retake, but you also have Kix's ult to cancel it. And that'll be why Boaster's ulting over towards here, and now he swings, thinking he'll be in the most normal situation in terms of position, sorry, over towards here. Yeah, and Vitality. Uh-oh. No. Let's wait. God, everyone used so many ults into this round.
It's being tapped, but it's not being stuck, and that could be the big problem. They're getting all the kills, but they need so much more. The time, really, if they can be denied by Safe.
Nice. 27 HP. Manages to just get around the corner as well.
For Vitality, with 1 more to go.
It definitely seems they've
There's the LEC Vitality squad.
Quani, thank you very much.
Pressure's on.
With the 3 months.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for the prime.
Play in front of the EMEA crowd, but
how many ults was this?
On their home
Killjoy ult,
okay.
Omen ult for Fnatic.
Pressure or motivation?
And
Go
then
with motivation. I think it's gone both ways. I've seen
yeah,
the
it
Valorant
was
guys, I'm pretty sure they went and watched
Sova ult.
the LEC as well. Luckily, they don't really have to go far. Maybe they just never left.
Sova ult, Cypher ult.
They've just been chilling there. They've woken from their slumber. They've come up from under the floors somewhere, and now they get
Recon goes deep towards A. They see no one. Alpha is outrageous. Chat 21. Wait, I closed my eyes trying to think. How did he go down?
Spike's already crossed the site. It can make its way in for the plant, or at least it thinks it can. You gotta watch out because sneaking onto the site is Chronicle, and they watched out. They found him, and they've rooted him from the round.
Spike planted.
Rotation.
Did you even see Ducker? Ducker got hit by the drone earlier, or a recon. I don't know which. So did he just predict where he went?
Quite go too well. Vitality with a late resurgence in this half. 5 rounds on the board really wouldn't be anything to shake a stick at. They've still got to deal with Leo, who is left completely blind and stuck in a corner, using the smoke to his advantage, at least for a second. But the thing is, he still has to clear kicks, and he's not going to be able to. Kicks will get the 4K with the Odin.
The Odin, Tom.
Yeah, the Odin's taking him down every so
Couldn't do
often.
that with a normal weapon, I'll tell you that.
5?
Yeah, you couldn't kill someone walking around a corner with a normal weapon.
I'm just saying.
5 and a
Morgan's
pistol,
kills
but they
him
did
from
get
the
they did get 50 straight after.
He's killed Alpha
okay then.
twice, right, with
Okay.
the Odin, and
Yeah.
Alpha has 20 kills. So, you know, it seems like a 20 to 2. That's a good trade.
You know, looking at this gameplay, Tom, I'm feeling pretty confident to say Kix is doing nothing wrong. He's playing this perfect. His team are letting him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know,
Who in particular would you
with
say?
an Odin, I don't know. You know, we'd have to look back at the
If you
VOD,
were
but
to pick someone out.
oh, you know, anyone really. I think everyone. That's the point. You know, you should be guarding that. Protect the president. When you got the Odin out, and you're wall banging. Sometimes you get blindsided.
20 to
You
5.
need to watch the angle. That's probably what's happening to Kix.
20 to 5 in one half
Confident.
Right, okay.
on a Killjoy.
A little bit of delusion
Oh,
from Mitchman, but
oh,
here we
boss.
go. On to
Gonna
the
say.
defensive side. Vitality, bear in mind, they have won every single pistol so far. Durka's looking to try and change that, and, well, he's taken down the player in some glass, almost loses his life for it. Okay, Alpha.
Wait, they might.
Blink and you miss it.
Big jaw here.
Head
Runner
pop,
needs to.
safe, and a nice shot from Runner
do
in
that.
the corner, keeping things even at least for now. Still plenty still to find.
Wait,
and
got the
Runner
kill in
still
heaven?
thriving. It's now left all onto Chronicle.
1v2.
Now both players' positions are
Trying to get the
noted.
fast
He's
pistol.
actually gonna double right
There
back
is
into
a trip
the side
here,
for
and
utility.
then
Manages
he's gonna have
get
to
past the player
hit the
before
cam.
He slowed down, gives all the information away. However, still gonna have his opportunity. Try and clutch this one out.
Got a knife if he wants it.
Well, I saw him just a second ago. Taking out the reveal. They'll know that he was tapping it the first time, the second, but maybe not the third. Nice reaction from Chronicle. A quick kill and a
Oh, the swing with the knife as well. 1v2 to win them their fast pistol.
Couldn't have played that any better.
That was a mad way to play it, but it was really sick.
It only works if you have the cleanest aim in history.
Oh yeah, only works if you're just an absolute
He
beast.
literally fakes it twice, no one peeks. Is quick enough to react, letting go of the spike when he actually went to plant it, and then uses the knife as a fake, and for the split second his opponent is trying to shoot it, he shoots him in the face with a classic. That's what it takes for Fnatic to win their first pistol.
And here's the thing, you know, he just played on the reactions of a player. Because let me ask you, in that situation, for Sender, his cam's destroyed, his trap's destroyed. Why does he give a damn if he's not? He doesn't. But you see it, you shoot it. That's the rule in Valorant. Your brain doesn't react as quickly as your hand does. And he's just used it there. He's fake flashed him almost. Just disgusting. And it's not like he didn't know he was already in the corner, you know what I mean? He had that information.
Yeah, it is
Crazy
this
play.
reaction.
8-5. Fnatic, they're in the lead. But listen, it can always slip away. We've seen Vitality 14-12. They came back into it 3 in a row when they were 12-9 down. When ultis were online for Fnatic, they played it perfectly on the side of Vitality to bring it to an overtime. There, things did slip away. Hopefully, we're not still on that slope.
Looks like we're going to the
We hit
stack.
the planes
2 kill trips, camera, 3 people short.
with classics.
Over the top, yeah. Not too much in terms of weaponry, but with the information, paranoia through, left completely blind. Oh, Runner will at least be able to get one. Nice idea. Execution not bad. Unfortunately, the weaponry.
They
quite
might not
enough.
expect the
Kicks
kill
also
trips there.
Got Leo
Yeah.
desperately low.
Why would they? If
Almost
they're
works out for Sender again.
why would they push
Stronger
aggro short
weaponry, that's
if they have loads of
perfect
kill
for them,
trips
but
on site?
unfortunately, It wasn't quite to be. Rifles will be retrieved for Fnatic as well.
And Boast
They're
is
gonna get
probably
themselves
wondering
ever
the same thing
closer
when he
to a
wanders
2-0
into that.
victory. Just 4 rounds needed.
Well, there was one for everybody on the orange side. That time around, Fnatic able to find a team ace. Killing each player, an orb on each player. Nobody super close to popping anything game-changing, but the rifles that are in play and the economy that Fnatic have left puts them in a really good position. They can take pretty much any
Loud
fight.
left tonight?
Defensive
Oh man,
side,
I actually have no
well,
idea,
Vitality
dude.
has got kicks. He's got an Odin. He stood next to a
Flipped the
nice
coin. I think
big
Lev's
wall.
sorry, I think Loud's
He's
the
waiting
safe
for some noise
one,
to be
but
made.
just from map pool.
I, for
But
one, looking forward
I
to seeing
just
the
I
conclusion
just
of that
think
battle.
it's. I'm not gonna be surprised basically if it goes either way.
As I think for Fnatic, obviously it's wise. You don't just go rushing into a site. We've seen it from Vitality. It worked, but this is the buy round. Vitality should have an idea.
Yeah.
They should have some aggression somewhere.
Also,
Fnatic, find it.
for Fnatic, this bonus is
Big buy rounds.
less
We
of
go
a bonus.
straight up
They've got
towards
plenty
middle.
to
With one
actually
kill
go
trip
in
on
with
site. Same camera as before.
Even buying down a little bit low on Durka and Chronicle, so it might hinder them a little bit for the next round, but
It is
they
just a
believe they can
bonus.
win
So
it. He's got to
I
be
was
careful. There
I was
are
interested to
Guardians
see
on the
if
other side, so
Durka was
although
just
that
gonna try
Odin
and take a
will
time
do
and
large
or
damage,
just a
you've
bit of
got to be
confidence, but
careful
they
that
still create the
he's not just
question
gonna
mark
get
over
popped
towards
straight
middle,
through
which is
the wall.
nice.
Hot flash to help out Durka, but he's also going to be suppressed, so no ability to dash. Save getting up close, ready to try and go through
Yeah, and
this.
does he
waiting on
even
the other side
does he
of
even
Chronicle.
know
They
that
don't realise
Durka
that
walked
Durka's
all the
already
way
crossed.
through
A bit of a misplay.
safe on his own,
Caught out because
doing
of
this
it.
on your big buy
The
round?
side currently being defended by a runner. He's going to have to do some serious work. Does have a trip from his teammate to try and help him out, but the plant isn't going to be denied, and he just about takes Durka.
Does well to find that. They haven't stabbed
They got
into
the
trip, but
golden
they've seen
util
it. So that's gonna be
for the
destroyed. No free
retake,
kills on the
but
wall bangs, unfortunately, this time around. And
Chronicle
keeps the same.
and
Alpha
and
does
Leo
well. Oh, he
and
sees
Alpha,
the
of
tip
course,
the bow.
because he's
He
just
wants
got
to
24
break that
kills.
string, but instead it's Destrian swinging
Are
out
in
to
pretty good
punish.
positions.
He's traded. The numbers stay to Fnatic, and Leo hasn't yet been spotted or rooted from this corner. He's got,
Oh
no,
my,
that's
why,
a
Leo, why?
knife out. A miss by Shirley.
That's the
And
new
a
line.
mistake even more Shirley. Chronicle
10
last
HP
man
though.
alive, 1 HP on kicks, and it's done.
Okay.
It's saved.
He bailed him out.
Second.
Another
Last man
1v2 for
alive,
Chronicle.
Red Bull clutch. I don't know
Dude,
what
the
happened on
knife
short
animation's
there.
too
I'm
nice,
not sure
man.
I
Change
care
your
to know.
knife.
I want to forget about
Yeah,
it.
you've just got to counter
Change your
someone
knife.
in every single
Wanted
clutch
to look
story
at
you
it.
have Chronicle who just doesn't make those mistakes. He doesn't slip up.
I'm just saying, if you do that in a rank game, reported by 9 players on the server.
I just wanted to inspect this knife.
Have you seen this animation,
Oh.
guys? Unlucky. But the fact that Chronicle resets instantly, that's all you need, man. All is someone else to
shot
Oh
follow.
my,
on kicks
replay.
was just filthy. Like so quick.
The
to
little
react. Alpha
DJ
as well
set.
is having an
The
absurd
DJ set.
performance.
Oh man.
You always worry when a
That's
player gets
so-
a
that
new
was such a
contract for long
pain.
time,
Dude,
thinking,
Coach
take
of
it easy
Vitality now
Alpha.
Yeah.
losing his
Alpha now.
mind.
Still at the top of the board, still carrying away. Goes, I get to do this for another 2 years. He has been ridiculous for Fnatic. Definitely one of the best signings we've ever seen. And I'm sure there's a lot of teams out there that are kicking themselves. That wasn't them.
Do you think Skadoodle would have done
Fnatic
better in the
this is a
chamber
map where
meta?
In the past, they've at least
I mean,
shown
yeah.
some vulnerabilities. Not
Yeah.
quite like Lotus, where it was flawless.
It's an
every
agent that
single
would have
time.
suited his
Already picking up
playstyle.
runner. They're taking their time.
Man, I haven't heard the name
Again,
Skadoodle for like a
it's
year.
a round where Vitality just don't really have
What does he do? Does he still
much
stream?
to play with.
Oh,
Chat. You
Would
guys
have needed to
know
be a
everything.
Very good shot
Hey,
to kill someone from there.
I
He
think
did
it was
hit
his
him.
shoulder.
He
Yeah,
did
yeah.
hit him, but for
I like it though. He jump spots it and then just goes, okay, I know where you are.
Sometimes.
didn't see me.
Just real life in.
They're taking Sander. Do they expect another?
30
They do now.
seconds left.
He's stepping around. He's firing back. He's hoping to pick someone off. It's not buying any sort of time. The rest of his team are around middle. Drone even going to be committed here. I mean, it's a 3 versus 5. And 2 Destrian and kicks are both extremely low. Surprised they even burn
got
up
blocked
utility
in.
that costs credits. I mean, it's not like they haven't got money for the next, but
We've had some
really
good
well.
questions in the eco. We brought back Skadoodle. We have the Skadoodle question, and then we had the, if I was in jail for a year, who's the one player that I would want to watch while I'm in there? And I'm only allowed to watch one player. Surely that was this the same guy? Dude, someone should hire this guy. He's thinking crazy different to everyone else.
We need to try and fight our way out of this one. Make sure we're not the ones going down to the spike. Kick still on this.
What was the answer? I think I went with Jing, just because he plays crazy and so many agents.
But other than that, well, Destrian's just going to go down to the spike again. Make sure.
Because you want some variety. If it's a whole year, you got to have some variety there.
Close on pretty much every single ultimate. And on the other side of things, it's the same. But
Forsaken, I considered Forsaken though, if that makes you feel better.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, Vitality.
Who's my cellmate? I don't know, man. I don't know what I went down for. I'll probably take Mini down with me.
How this
whatever happened.
Long stretch of rounds is going to go.
It's probably him.
Defensive side, Ascent. There's a ton that you can do, but to be this consistent against what is almost inarguably the best team in the world, I would be beyond impressed.
Definitely now. The one that could be in the argument doesn't exist anymore. So
hey, new season. It's been a while.
Valorant jail potatoes.
You've got to look at the fact that
just an illegal lineup.
Ripped to pieces. So
that's funny.
Anyone left is the Jogobo. But yeah, I think that realistically, they are the team to beat. Every team coming into this event knew they were the team to beat. And I like the fact that at least on map 1, Vitality have gone toe-to-toe with them. They've gone up against a comp that, as said, people weren't able to beat. Only Loud, no one in EMEA did it. Few teams came close, but every single time they ran it back. Now they go on to Ascent, and wow, they've met Prime Alpha, which for a lot of these players...
Me and Mini should have done a watch party. Like, the guy's busy taking notes right now.
Because he has just been destroying them.
Taking some
and the
notes.
fact is, even when they've got close in some of these rounds, you've had Chronicle pull off a couple of ridiculous 1v2s. So it really is trial by fire for Vitality, but that's the thing. That's the good thing about the group stage. Number 1, they get to go back and play a team they've already faced. Number 2, if they make it to the playoffs, they don't have to play them again.
Here we go. Steps heard, spray in. That's too much of the right kicks.
Yeah, he kind of messed the angle up.
An unlucky start. It could have been beautiful.
Fully messed the angle up.
That's already Hunter's Fury Online. As said, they had a lot of ults close. They're slowly building them up. Durka 1 away from Bladestorm, 2 away from a lockdown. They could have pretty much everything in this round. You can see the re-aggression coming through from Vitality, leaving Runner in an aggressive position. One that's been religiously checked by Fnatic if they go back in this direction. I don't think they'll be expecting an operator to be here. For now, though, the majority are looking to head up short.
So Leo's insane, but I love him. He's bought an Odin on the attack side. Didn't go for heavy spams back, but it's a good job. Kicks withstood slightly off center because he is tagged up, and it would be even worse if he was just crouched, ready to smash another spot. Knife going through, a little bit too late. Durka's already crossed.
Is that Destrian
He's in the corner.
smoke?
Runner, though, has managed to find himself a safe hole to fight from. Never
There's a lot of room with
He
that.
stepped into Durka's crosshair, and he won't be able to regret it.
Oh my.
Leader will save with another clean
Yeah,
click.
and you can easily just go for this.
Already 3 kills, picks up close. Odin coming around the corner. He doesn't miss those shots.
And oi, Leo, come on, boss man. Come on.
Sender wasn't even looking. How dare you? But it was with an
That
Odin, so
was
I commend it. Well done.
absolutely
Well done. Add to the
savage.
stats.
That was a clean ace as well, like it was a nice one.
Relatively quiet game for Durka standard so far.
Certainly
First
map
map, yeah, didn't really see too much. Second map, he's been getting the odd kill with the operator, but this was
Oh my
just
god,
a
it was such a
round.
nice,
This is why
such a nice
we're
round.
playing this man every time they step into the survey. He has just run riot and. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't hear that. I didn't. Did you?
No.
I didn't.
No.
No. It's all
fine
good.
needed. No fine
That
needed.
was no. It's all good. But
Seven.
lucky, man. I
Seven
mean,
He
chances.
was definitely speaking Swedish.
Yes. Yes.
You just don't understand what that means.
I think he was talking about plucking them apart,
Yes,
like
yes, yeah,
hair by hair, and they've certainly been doing that. Each strategy Vitality have looked to deploy has been met with not the best of results thus far. Fnatic now have 7 chances to close out this map, and if you're holding on hope for Vitality, I do apologize. It's probably not going to go
sorry,
too
bro.
well.
Yeah, and
but
if we
maybe they
ever
can get a
wondered,
few more rounds
if we
in
were
there,
ever
make it a
questioning
bit
why
more
Leo's
OT.
rating
Fnatic's
is so
map pick.
good,
And here
it's
Ascent,
because he's an absolute savage.
barely making it to
That was a
team.
nice potential ace.
Right. pressure onto Runner. Already is actually almost the kill onto Sender in the backlines. Even still, they've managed to recover, fall back. It's going to be the peek up, and unfortunately, not quite the kill. Durka go kill still exists for a round.
Man, Kix is fuming that he's mid
This
with
is a fake. This is a lockdown fake. They've thrown it in, but they're actually going up mid. It will clear the side. He's in the right position. Again, I don't really know how some of these players are alive. And Critical peeks into the Odin spray.
So should this guy go middle to use Cypher ult?
But what a time to go swinging. Fnatic on their way to site. Spams aren't hitting. Dirk is up close, 50 HP.
Oh boy.
And it's Runner down. Man advantage now for them, but Durka can't
that's
get
an ult
far.
anyway.
He's
Here we
stuck up
go.
on the
Central
stairs. Now
spam
the
off
info's
it.
there
Where are
to
they
play with, hat on
standing?
the body. They know exactly where they're hiding, no abilities to play with, but they've already gotten the one-way smoke out. It narrows the angles from which Vitality can approach. They don't want to go sprinting into that and give Boaster a free kill. Flash to play on the right side, but safe's caught. Boaster's swung in, he's played aggressive, and the reward is there. A tap on from
Damn,
Sender.
Boasties as well. Yeah, this was convincing for sure. First map, not so much, but again, let's remember they lost both pistols on that.
Maybe they've got a chance in the lower bracket.
Considering they only won 1 out of 4 pistols, this was very impressive.
We've seen people do their tier list.